Molweni Kamalam and Imkosi. I'm a documentary photographer based in South Africa, and this is Behind the Frame. On this series, I share interesting stories on the field, off the field, behind the frame, and I just share the nuances of what it's like being a photographer in South Africa, and I do that through speaking to stories surrounding some of the most beautiful images I've made over the course of my career. And today we're focusing on an image I made of my cousin Usiya. One of my favorite portraits, and I think at the time, around 2017, one of my favorite people to photograph. See, there's something about Siya, something very special. And I think it would be crazy of me to speak about Usiya without speaking about my relationship with Usiya as cousins. So when I was growing up, Siya stayed down the street from my mom's place. Usiya stayed with our grandmother and his mom and our aunts. But there was something about Usiya. Usiya was a very quiet baby. I was very drawn to him as a baby. And yeah, we sort of got close. Like I would hang out with Usiya, play with these dreadlocks. He still had dreadlocks at the time. Had these big cheeks, just press them. It's like I always knew that him and I would become very close. But nonetheless, at some point, Siya moved to Johannesburg because mama wafumana umsebenzi eJoburg, so wahamba umama kuqala, and then at a later stage, Siya followed. And yeah, we kept in touch via phone or WhatsApp or not BBM. And I remember the first trip I took to Johannesburg was to go visit Siya's mom, and it was with my grandfather, Usiya. I think my cousin Umbali was there as well. Can't recall kakuhle. Yeah, we went with our grandparents, and it was just us three cousins. If Umbali wayekhona, and I think Sia's sister went with us. I can't recall, but I was still young at that time. I went there with the grandparents, and fast forward a couple of years later, I'm able to travel alone, and I'm getting gigs, I'm getting performance bookings in Johannesburg, and now I can just go visit out of my free will, and I get to hang out with my favorite person in the world, Usiya. And I remember this one time, I think I had arrived on a Friday in Johannesburg. I had a performance the Saturday afternoon, and because I had promised that I would take him with to the performance. And I was waiting on him, getting ready. He was getting ready. I had the camera. And before we left, we made pictures of Siya. We had a short session where I was making pictures of him. He was wearing this orange shirt, a beret, and his eyes, man, it was his eyes about this picture. But let me show you so you can understand why I truly adore this picture of Siyabonga. This is the picture I made of Usiya. If I'm correct, I think I made it in 2017. It was in his room. At the time, they were staying at Yeoville. Siya has, I don't know what it is, but there's something about Siya's stare into the camera that just makes this picture. The beret is dope as well, I would say. The dude was styling. When I first reconnected with him, Kagutle, as a young adult, he was styling. Never mind the fact that this picture is black and white, but believe me, he was dressed to the nines. I love how the beret and the thickness of the beret matches the thickness of his brows. I love the shape of his eyes. I love the intense stare that he has into the camera. I enjoy how quiet the picture is, yet his eyes are saying so much, and they're so intense. The stare is so intense. The eyebrows are so thick. Tana Ninja has a bit of a beard. I could have given the hand a bit of more space. The only thing I don't like is how I've cut his fingers here at the edge. Don't cut your subject's fingers and head. bad photographer, Andy. No, I'm not. But yeah, the Tandela Londo le picture, and I remember we had a bedroom tour in Cape Town at Noneto's house, and I gifted Noneto one of these. Yeah, man, like I think for me, Sia was like an absolute darling to photograph during these times. And I just enjoyed how he would be willing to just stand in front of the camera. Shout outs to Siyabonga. I know I made you join Instagram because I always thought you had like such dope modeling capabilities, but I guess I was wrong. And I was just being selfish because I needed someone to stand in front of the camera. But yeah, man, shout outs to Sia, the dopest dude, dopest cousin, a nerd. Yeah, this dude is dope, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to always make pictures of you. Shout outs, boy. Yeah, man, and my pictures are available for purchase via www.andimkosi.com. Yeah, man, subscribe to my Substack, and let's keep the community growing and going.